She was a doll, and she loved to be put in a bag and spun around, and she really would get upset when you stopped. So, but she was a beautiful baby, and I'm glad she's here. What do you think when I was getting told I was getting married? Well, it's like any father. At first you have some, I guess, what do you want to do that for? But all fathers go through the same thing, I think, at least if they have any concern about their children. At first I thought that, well, maybe it was a mistake, but then I realized that I went through it, and I figured, well, you know, everybody's got to do what they have to do. You got to make your bed, you got to live in it, and if you're going to take that kind of a step, then you got to realize you got a lot of responsibility, and you got to live with the responsibility. So, and that's my philosophy, and that's what it'll always be, I guess. That if you want to get married, you don't want to get married, like Fred, hey, that's your choice, and you know what you can put up with and what you can't put up with, and marriage is not an easy road, but it's a good one. If you get the right people, right person, and you're going to be happy like I have been for 60 years.
I got the right person.
Huh?
I got the right person.
What is your favorite thing to cook? Well, again, this is, you get back to, I have so many favorite things, I can't just name one. I like to cook what I think people like to eat and what they think. Mostly my favorite cooking is on the holidays. I like to make a nice meal. Traditionally, it's Thanksgiving, it's turkey, and the various things that I make with the turkey. And then at Christmas, it's always crown roasted pork, and what I make with that. And I make the filling, and there too, I guess you got to say, two of the favorite things. But then at the end of the year, I like to make the chicken at the Mandarin chicken that you like, and I like to do anything that the eggs Benedict, and when I go on golfing, I used to cook what I thought the guys would like, and they certainly seem to enjoy it. So I like to cook what people like to eat, and I'll make whatever they want. Like one day we were talking down. We were down Myrtle Beach, and we were on our way home. We stopped at the golf course one morning, and we met a group from Pittsburgh. It was 4 guys, and we had 4 guys, and they were talking about being down there, and they stayed at this condo, and they had a cook. And John Stevens said, well, we have a cook too. And he said, well, let's talk about swapping or swapping players. And one guy said to me, he says, "Can you make lamb chops?" And I said, "Yes." And I said, he said, "Well, how do you make your lamb chops?" I said, "How would you like them?" He said, "We're going to trade for you right away." He said, "If you can tell me that you can make lamb chops any way I like them," he said, "you're my man." So he said, "We'll trade the cook, and we'll throw in a couple other players." So, it's cooking, I think, is, it's everybody got their own style, and everybody can put out a different dish, and it's surprising that how many people cook very well.